Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Whiskefy TV. I am your host, Jez, and tonight's fine selection is right in front of me. I have on my left, your right, a beautiful bottle of Wild Turkey Longbranch that I, as you can see, already opened and hooked into, so I know you guys are up for a treat there. And then on my right, your left, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this right, but I'm definitely going to give it a go. It's Tokinoka. That's definitely going to be wrong. From the White Oak Distillery. So Japanese whiskey. Haven't really played with them before, but first bottle, thought I'd give it a go. Now, I'll start with the Longbranch because I know a lot more about it than what I do the Jap whiskey. So as you guys have seen in plenty of my videos, I've just been drinking bourbons, and Wild Turkey is definitely going to be one of those I've been drinking. So what I have is, as I said, the Longbranch. It has started as a standard Wild Turkey, and then what they've done from there is they've barreled it for 8 years, run it through two filtration methods. First through American White Oak, which is pretty standard for a bourbon, and then they've used a Texas mesquite for the second filtration method, which mesquite's like a wood, say. And then they've bottled that bad boy up. It contains 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. So that is the composition of this bottle, I guess. I'll see if there's anything I can tell you on there. It's a 40% alcohol, so 80 proof, which is probably slightly smaller than what they're selling it in the US. Yeah, it's over 700 mils as well. So that is good stuff. Now, while I've got the information top of mind, I'll tell you about the Tokinoka. I haven't opened this before, so it came in a fancy bottle. Fancy box. So I was like, I'll just leave that up on display. I just crack it open. This bottle I picked up from the sales, the Click Frenzy sales. The Booze Bud was having. So I was like, yeah, I need to get myself some of that. Comes in a 500 ml little, it's like a little takeaway bottle. Like, it's 500 ml, so it's like, you know, something you can put in your bag, I guess. It's 40% proof, so 80 proof at 40%. So this distillery, I can't say I know too much about it. I was just doing a little bit of research before we kicked off, so let me just give you a brief rundown of what I found online about it. So there's a couple of different Japanese whiskies, but this one from the White Oak Distillery is rather interesting because it was the distillery originally opened in 1888, and it was built to produce sake, and then from there they switched it up in it's got 1999 to manufacture whiskey, and then from there in 1984 the White Oak Distillery was born. So these guys only operate for 1 month a year, and they produce all their whiskey that way. So if you're able to get a bottle from the White Oak Distillery, you're doing really well. So I'm keen to hook into this. It's a blended whiskey, it's not a single grain, so I'm unsure on its grain quantities and that. I'll do this little, no, I'll mix it up. I'll work from right to left tonight. So since I haven't opened this one before, I'm not, okay, that's fine. I'm not familiar with the different scents I'm going to get out of this, so put that there. So just cracked it open, give it a bit of a sniffy sniff. It's very fragrant, like I'm getting like a trip down grandma's garden. Like it's very flowery. That's why I read online that the Tokinoka translates to fragrance in time. So that's where like those fragrant notes are going to come from. That's really interesting. I'll actually have to have a look and see if I can get the breakdown of it. See what grains are going to be floating in that bad boy. It's got a beautiful colour on it as well. It's the first thing I noticed pulling out of the bottle, box, whatever I've got there. So I want to say it's about, I want to say 4 years old, but yeah, not sure. I'll definitely look at that in post. But so just give that a little bit of time to aerate, kind of swish that around. I'm trying to see if I can get any other flavors, other scents, but it's just fragrant. Let me get some of this cold, crisp water into it. Delicious stuff. Okay. Interesting. So to start off with, like that went down pretty smooth. Not too much burning around the sternum area, which is good. So I wouldn't say it's as smooth as some of the other stuff I've tried, but it's definitely not as harsh either. So see if I can get you guys some notes for it as well. So for a whiskey, I'm not getting like anything really heavy. I'm still going to stick with like the floral side. I'd say it's in between, say, like a fruity aspect, but it's not an oaky flavor there either, so it's not as harsh. It's really interesting flavors. I don't know, yeah, it's definitely one to try, especially like the rarity of it for what it is, like only being produced like 1 month a year is absolutely awesome. So I'd say definitely get some of that. But coming back over to this sucker, my beautiful Longbranch, I can't wait to hook into this, just for professionally speaking. So just getting a bit of sniffy sniff on the bottle, you can definitely get those woody notes on it, so which is good, especially because it has been double filtered through the Texas mesquite and the white American oak. I do enjoy this cork seal as well, so just locks in some of that delicious smells. 8 years, it's got a good color on it. It's very similar to this, so definitely pulled out all the maximum flavor out of that wood there. But So just taking a really good breath into that, burning my nose a little bit, but it's only 40% as well. But plenty of wood notes, so let's give this bad boy a try. That's good. That's good stuff. Last time I was drinking it, I was only drinking it with Coke, so there was no burn there at all. Just on the swallow, there's not much going on with the tongue either, but I just have to say, like, just tasting it, getting plenty of wood notes, you know, as it's been filtered, so. Getting, reminds me a little bit like, I wouldn't say apple pie, but it does have like fruity notes there as well. But I'd be putting this one on my to buy list, and I'd be putting this one on my to buy list. This one is going for about $99 a hit. I saw online. As for this, I picked it up for about, it was either like 55 or 65 off the Dan Murphy's monthly specials. So both of them are priced really well for what they are. But yeah, that's really all I got for you guys tonight. But thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends. Stay thirsty, Australia.